What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body, and I'm glowing right now, guys. It's been a couple of months since I did like a in-person video, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing all this editing, and it's actually been a while since I dropped a video, and I have a very good reason for that. I just got done with finals, guys, so right now I have a whole lot of time on my hands, and honestly, the last 3 weeks of school was pretty hard, so I had to completely get away from the whole YouTube thing. I apologize for that, but I haven't stopped watching the episodes, so I didn't really need to do any catching up. I've been, keeping up to date with what's been going on in the Boruto community, and I've actually been keeping up to date with other YouTubers, and all the spoilers and posts that have been going on online with Twitter and all of that stuff. So, with that said, your boy is back. Back and I'm better. Let me stop, you know what I'm saying? But still, Boruto anime, you know what? Something told me to catch up on the last 2 or 3 episode reviews that I missed, but there really isn't really that much. Cause even despite the fact that I was so busy doing all the schoolwork and stuff, when I would watch the episode, I'd really sit there and say to myself, like, there isn't really much for me to say about this episode. I don't know if I'm the only one who's feeling this way, but for the last 3 episodes we've been getting in the Boruto anime, it's feel like we haven't really made any progress. In a sense, we're still at the part where the final stages are approaching. Lorku's trying to find Onoki. We're basically stuck at that same spot. The whole Heart of Stone with Boruto having to find that shit and meeting up with the Seki guy from the Chunin exams. There hasn't been really anything interesting happening in the anime. I could see they're really building up, and episode 86 was a pretty emotional episode for Boruto. You could see the connections with the whole Naruto OG series and the Shippuden series, with whole Onoki going over how his grandson died and the connection that his grandson had and the wishes and dreams that they shared. His grandson wanted to be just like him, be like a good ass Shisukage, be like a strong Shisukage. Nigga ended up dying, and it was pretty obvious, in episode 86, when we got that whole flashback with Onoki and his grandchild. He was telling his grandchild to never run away and to have that, heart of stone and shit like that. What I was really honestly thinking about in that moment, I ain't gonna lie, I was really thinking about One Piece and my nigga Ace. If my nigga Ace would have just had the balls to keep on going, bro, we would be in a whole different situation today. You feel me? But that's not the point. So, basically Onoki took on the responsibility, saying he basically is the one who killed Kozuchi, his grandchild. And we're just still in the whole middle of this whole Mitsuki arc. And you wanna know what's crazy? I think we slowly transitioned from this is like a Mitsuki retrieval arc to everybody has their own will type of arc. Going from, how Kozuchi felt to how Mitsuki felt to Seki's how he felt, finding his whole will. I'm talking about the Seki, the one who was in the whole Heart of Stone place with Boruto, and then the synthetic Seki as well. And one of the things that Boruto is emphasizing is how is what Onoki is planning to do with these synthetic humans any different from what they actually do with real shinobi, sending them off to battle and sending them off to die. Boruto spent the last couple of years with Mitsuki, having him be on his team, having them going to school together and account in the academy, and he knows, even the fact that he didn't know much about Mitsuki, he felt like Mitsuki had a will of his own. Mitsuki left the village on his own. He didn't consult with anybody. Mitsuki does things on his own. He interacts on his own. So he's basically telling yo, these niggas got a will, and basically he's saying yo, we're stuck. We're right back at ground zero with this plan, because even though Onoki refuses to believe it, he's literally recreating humans with their own will and with their own feelings, and that's what he's trying to deny, in a sense. He's trying to send these niggas to battle. And let's be honest, guys, are these Akuta and these stand yeah, Kira has this little weird genjutsu. It's pretty cool. There haven't been much about it that we've seen in anime, so we can't really talk much about it. Koyuku's just pretty strong. He can't even do jutsu, you know what I'm saying? And we got the other two, basically they can do particle style release, and Lorku, he can do particle style release as well. But honestly, what good can that do against the future threats of the ninja world? These niggas are gonna have to eventually start fighting Otsutsuki members. So I feel like Onoki's just living in his own little world in this whole sense. This dream is understandable. He's probably doing this as a way to cope with the loss of his grandchild, but still at the same time, you have to be realistic. And, Boruto, he doesn't exactly portray that, but I can understand that's the way he's feeling, in a sense, not just like, oh, we're sending these niggas to die as well, but like at the same time, these niggas' skills are only so capable, at the end of the day. Mitsuki is a rarity case because we find out a whole lot, which is, I probably say this is like the best information we've gotten so far in the last like 3 to 4 episodes, with Mitsuki having a human heart, which is basically the key as to why he doesn't disintegrate like the fabrications do, so basically they had to find people and just use their hearts and they will be able to live longer. But the thing with Mitsuki is his heart has a strange curse mark, and we know this nigga Orochimaru is infamous for, fucking with weird experimentations and curse marks and shit. And they didn't really go much deeper into that, even the doctor saying like the technology and just like the information used to create Mitsuki is like top notch, like, and it's a possibility to recreate the fabrications to resemble that, but he's gonna need like the top-notch assistance. And right now they got the human hearts, but then there lies in the curse mark. Whereas maybe just having them give a regular human heart, they're allowed to live for like a couple of years longer. But in Mitsuki's case, because of this weird curse mark that he has on his heart, he's able to live life like a real human and able to grow and interact and gain the feelings and emotions that humans actually have, which is pretty cool. And one of the other things I want to know is like if this curse mark is connected to his sage mode in a sense, and that can be like basically considered like a real dumb question, but still, if you think about it, Mitsuki had to have gotten DNA from a real person, so he has a real heart. There's the question like whose heart is it? It can also be with like whose DNA does he have, and I wouldn't be like surprised as to find out if like he has some type of like Hashirama cells in his DNA somewhere, or even like Toneri cells in his DNA, because at the end of the day, a lot of people are speculating in the Boruto community that Mitsuki is an Otsutsuki member, and I really believe that true. I feel like they're just waiting for like a big type of way to reveal that to us, but I really do believe somehow Mitsuki is connected to, I don't know, either like Orochimaru was able to get some type of DNA sample from, the Kaguya fight, or even Toneri fight. I don't know how that would be possible, but then again, that shit did take place on the moon, and weird shit can happen. So somehow, but Mitsuki has this very like weird, rare ass curse mark on his heart. And one of the things that I wanted to like mention is that they figured that out, and they know that, but we go back a couple episodes, Orochimaru did state that if anybody were to find out the secret about Mitsuki, his body is like equipped to automatically self-destruct. So I feel like it's more than just like the curse mark. It's more like the secrets behind the curse marks, or the origins behind the curse mark, because this nigga Mitsuki is still alive and kicking, and he ain't kicked the bucket yet. So they haven't really figured out the true key to Mitsuki's existence and being. But I still feel this whole arc is really not focusing completely on Mitsuki's like will, or I feel like it should be more of like Mitsuki's origins, like what is he, like what is he created out of, versus just everybody having their own will, everybody having to find like their whole purpose in life. That's basically like what this whole arc is really emphasizing. And I've reached a point where like I say about 2 episodes ago where I've gotten like, I'm ready to get past this arc, you know what I'm saying? I am pretty ready to get past this arc. I mean, it's not completely trash, don't get me wrong, guys. We have been getting a whole lot of good information going on, but still, I'm ready to get past this Mitsuki arc. I'm tired of hearing the word will. Like, everybody's having a will, but I'm excited for episode 87. You know, we finally gonna get to see some action. I want to see this nigga Boruto throw down. I want to see this Koku guy throw down. I just want to see hands being thrown all next episode. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3. I got a whole lot more content coming out, a whole lot more consistent content coming out. Finals is finally over. Long face, skinny body, got no degree. I'm still working on that part. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out.
And as these words always steady flowing, look at my heart, cause that's the way it's open. I'm leaking feelings if you steady poking. And girl, I love you, this ain't petty joking. Your perfect smile really got me frozen. Forget these hoes, you know that mode is over. I dropped that habit good just like I'm supposed to. Yeah.